bump on the bike, sorry. So strong. Not quite as big as Mike King. Going to have to make up that time over Lopes, but Lopes is such a good front runner. Possibly not as good when he will move into the final here in Arai. Who will that be against? That will be against either Rich Houseman or the world champion from 2000, Wade Boots, the Trek VW rider of the Houseman brothers, Gary, the younger brother. Wade Boots, same sort of height as Brian Lopes, but much bigger, stronger rider. Looks like Houseman taking the lead on the moguls there, just loses that slight edge on the bump on the landing, but still takes that lead in front of Wade Boots. But Boots, such a good exponent of the duel. He's a great pro BMX rider. He's taking the lead on the tabletop. What a good comeback there from Bootsy, the world champion, showing his class. Japanese fans very, very appreciative of that sort of racing here. It was so good 2 years ago and looking good at the moment. We go to the consolation round. Kingy on your right against Rich Houseman. Kingy, the world downhill champion from 1993. Previous best this season, 4th at Mont-Saint-Anne. Got the edge over Houseman at the moment. Houseman only competed in Vale. He only got through to the first round there, and an easy win here from Mike King. Good third spot for Kingy. He'll be pleased about that. Third and a fourth so far this season. That's good riding from the Harrow Lee Dungaree rider. We go through to the final. Wade Boots against Brian Lopes, the Volvo Canada rider, the leader of the World Cup, the man who has won 4 of the previous 5 races. And Lopesy out in front as he usually is, but Bootsy trying to come back on that stall wall there, and he's lost out a little bit there. Lopes out in front now by a couple of metres, taking that same line through the moguls. Bootsy coming back, so strong, lifting that front wheel there. He's trying to come back, pedals so furiously, pedaling such a small gear as well. He's not giving up. He's trying to get back at Lopesy, coming over the tabletop now, and Lopesy just taking it by a bike's length. Great racing from Lopes. Pushed all the way by the world champion, who beat Lopesy in Sierra Nevada in that world championship race. But a good win for the World Cup leader, and I think that will wrap up the series for him. Fabulous win, 5 wins out of 6. Ooh, that looks like it was tough for Brian Lopes.
It was close. Hard race, always hard race against Wade, but you know, I had my mechanic up there. I got a really good start. My fitness was good, and I timed the gate perfect for the final. Well, it was a lot better than a couple of years ago when it was raining the whole time. I'd much rather have the heat than the rain, but yeah, it definitely made it hard. It was hard. Actually, I think with that win today, I pretty much stowed up the championship. 2 races to go, so it makes it good. That's 2 championships I've won here in Japan, so I'm happy.
And Brian Lopes, the ever so cool Brian Lopes, taking yet another win with the world champion gone to town to make these riders feel so comfortable. So their former world champion, Nico Vouilloz, lost his world championships this year for the first time he's never won a world championship in all of the seasons he's been racing, but he is still dominant overall in the downhill. We go first though to David Vasquez Lopez, the 10th fastest qualifier from this morning's run. The Subaru Specialized rider who was pushing Nico Vouilloz so close 2 years ago when they came to this event in 1998, but unfortunately for Vasquez, broke a saddle and wasn't able to claim the World Cup that he so wanted to do. Came second overall that year. Slightly disappointing in 1999 with his 7th overall, but he did admit that the competition had gone up. Such a good technical rider, tiny rider actually, very, very fit, taking the slow section. Dances on the pedal. Jumps well as well. tends to try and keep the bike as low as possible, a bit like Vasquez, the Dutch rider who rides for B1. That corner that Missy had the problems with, but no problems there for Vasquez. 10th fastest in qualifying. What's his time going to be? The winning time 2 years ago was 6:24, but it's dry this year, and so far the fastest time's 5:07 for David Vasquez Lopez as we go to the third fastest qualified, Peat, the B1 rider, who actually resurrected his fledgling career back in 1998 here in Japan. He was considering, in fact, he actually was going to retire from racing after the 98 season, but he got a third here after a 10th at Kaprun in the previous round. He then went on to get the silver medal at the World Championships in Monson and luckily stayed on to come third overall in the World Cup last year. We didn't come to a 3 consecutive runs, and Gerwin Peters won't mind because he likes this course. Big rider, but he's smooth on the bike, and of course very, very powerful. Had a previous best of 4th at Monson and in the 4th round. He was disappointed with his run at Vale in round 5, the round before this one in Arai. We see David Vasquez eagerly watching Gerwin Peters coming down into the finish area now. This is a very fast part of the course, and it looks like he's going to take the lead from David Vasquez. 2.5 over to Gerwin Peters. Full of confidence now after a superb season in 1999, third overall in the World Cup. As we go to Steve Peat, 5th in the qualifiers this morning. The man who won at the Vouilloz, silver medal at the World Championships, the first time he's ever medalled at a World Championship. But Steve Peat likes Gerwin Peters, a big rider, tends to sit very low on the bike. He can beat Frenchman Vouilloz, the ever so dominant Frenchman. He's got over that mental barrier that so many riders have had trying to compete against Vouilloz. Steve loves riding in the rain. Great technical rider. He's 8th here. He's riding well at the moment. It looks like he's going to beat that time set by Gerwin Peters. I think he is indeed. It's going to be a very good time. 5:04.25. Steve Peat moves into the lead. The GT rider is pleased about that. Can he have a second win on the trot? We have got the former world champion, the former 8-time world champion, Nico Vouilloz, who lost his title this year to the American rider Miles Rockwell in Sierra Nevada, but he still leads the World Cup. He has won 2 out of 5 races so far. My word, so quick through the forested section. Got that time set by Steve Peat to be the 5:04.25. Now racing for his own team, Vouilloz Racing. The switchback burn. Just got this last section now. He's got to beat that time set by Steve Peat, and he's going to be very close indeed. It is going to be so close for the Frenchman. What is it going to be for Nicolas Vouilloz? 5:04.19. Faster than Steve Peat. My goodness, Vouilloz takes his 3rd win of the season. What a fabulous race. Just 600 faster with Gerwin Peters 3rd, Vasquez 4th, and Basta Baber in 5th. Here we have, things have been going quite well this season, but there are good times and the bad times. I think he's referring to the World Championships. Even his bad times are good. He gets a puncture and he still comes 2nd. I see. Samurai hat as well. Nicolas Vouilloz riding for Vouilloz Racing. He won here back in 1998. He's won here again, and he still leads the World Cup. Steve Peat and David Vasquez will have to do something about that in the last bridge of the Mountain Bike World Cup here on Eurosport. This is Mark Bicycle wishing you a good weekend.